Hi there, and welcome to this short video review of the Western Digital My Passport Wireless Pro. Now, a quick disclaimer before I start. Western Digital have sent me this drive for the purpose of review, but they are not paying me and they haven't asked me to say anything in particular. In fact, they asked me to give my honest thoughts and opinions on the drive. So the My Passport Wireless Pro differs from other external drives in the fact that it has a wireless function that allows you to connect to the drive and view footage that you've shot on the drive without actually physically connecting it to a computer. And this can be done through a smartphone or a tablet, and so it's really handy if you're traveling to locations where you don't want the extra weight of having to carry a laptop with you. The other benefit of the drive is that it actually has an SD card slot on it, which allows you to offload footage via your SD card without connecting it to anything at all. It also has a sort of smart copy function in it, and what I found that it was doing is that if you're using an SD card and let's say you offload that to the drive, you then pop that back in your camera and you shoot some more photos or more video, which you then want to offload, you put that in the drive and the drive already knows what it's got on it and will only take the new files across. So in terms of efficient workflow and managing your footage and your photos, it's really effective. Now, I've been using the drive for the last 2 weeks in a pretty remote part of California around the Death Valley and Mojave Desert. And this for me was a sort of perfect test for the drive. So I decided to forego taking the usual laptop and just took the Western Digital drive, my phone, and obviously my camera equipment. One thing that I was quite surprised at when viewing my files via my smartphone is that it could show me still raw images. So the images that I shot with my Canon cameras and Sony cameras in raw format, I was able to look at them on my smartphone and get a preview of them without any special software built into my phone. Video playback was a little bit choppy. 4K video just didn't really play very smoothly, but this is sort of long GOP codecs from the likes of a Panasonic GH5 or a Sony A7S, so I wouldn't really expect them to play back smoothly. But full HD clips seem to play back okay, and I think that might be more down to the phone's capability rather than the drive's capability of actually kind of streaming those files. It's got a 10-hour battery life, and I found that it certainly lasted me 4 or 5 days of copying data across. It was really durable as well. I was in a sort of desert conditions, really dry, dusty, and I had no problems with the drive letting me down. The other added benefit is that it has a USB port on it which you can actually charge other devices off it. So it has a 6400 milliamp battery inside it, and so if your phone is running low on battery, you can connect it with a standard USB cable and actually charge your phone off the drive as well. The USB slot on it also allows you to connect USB sticks, and you could connect a card reader. So I was shooting some still photographs as well, and these were on CF card, so I could connect my card reader to the USB slot on the drive and still copy them across as well. So I thought what might be useful is just to quickly talk about my specific workflow when using this drive. Now, typically I'll be shooting on SD cards and I'll keep them in SD card wallets. And then at the end of the day, I'll offload that footage to the drive. Now, I always make sure that I have plenty of SD cards and I don't ever really want to wipe those cards. And so I'll be keeping 2 copies of the footage, one on the cards and one on the drive. Now, to go along with the drive, when I was traveling, I picked up this hard case for it, which is nice and sturdy, just extra layer of protection for the drive. The only word of caution I would say is that inside the case is slots for SD cards, and I would highly recommend not keeping your drive and your SD cards in this case, because if you keep both sets of data in the same place and you lose it, all your data is gone. So I always keep my SD cards separate in SD card wallets like these, and they're kept in separate locations where I'm staying or in separate pieces of luggage when I'm traveling, just in case. So I've been using the drive pretty much as a content creator, and that's for me the most important things, and that's certainly how I'll be using it going forward as well. But the drive also has a Plex server built into it, and so this allows you to stream content to other devices such as smart TVs, smartphones, tablets, etc. And so you can really use it as a mini media server, and you can connect multiple devices on this and stream to multiple devices at the same time. So for those of you that are wanting to watch movies, stream them wirelessly, it also has that functionality built in as well. So just to sum up, the My Passport Wireless Pro has been a really interesting piece of kit and one that I've really enjoyed using. It's been really useful for me, and it will certainly be making its way into my bag. It will be replacing my external hard drives, because that functionality of being able to copy SD cards across, check them on my phone without needing a laptop, just gives me that extra flexibility of traveling to places where weight is at a premium. Hopefully this video has been useful. If you've got any questions or comments, please drop them below and I'll do my very best to get back to you. If you'd like to support this channel, I do have a Patreon page and the information is in the description, so please do check that out, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.